Do you see that bell button? Click it if you want to be notified of my videos. You'll help me out and yourself. Hi guys, Frost here. Welcome back to another episode of Night Dragon. So before we actually do begin the video, please click the bell button down below if you haven't yet, and subscribe and like and do the entire shit that you already did, as in pretty much every fucking video. Why am I saying this? Well, the last video, I just want to talk about that before I actually get into this video. It has been watched so poorly that Clash Royale almost is doing better than Knights and Dragons as of lately, because I've seen Clash Royale going up and up, and the Knights and Dragons, especially last video, as of now, it's 21 hours ago and it has been watched 121 times. Usually it's already over 200, and for some reason this specific video didn't even get watched 150 times. So I don't know if I'm going back to where I started in terms of views, which being absolutely shit, but I don't know. So maybe YouTube is fucking up with giving you notifications, so that's why I said click the bell button. And if you already have clicked the bell button, make sure you disclick it and click it twice, okay? Make sure you click it again, you know, that it's certain that you are being turned on, because the bell being turned on, not you. I don't want you to be turned on by me, please. Oh no. If we have that, then we're going to fuck up very badly. Anyways, in this video, I want to be talking about the guilds. And with that, I mean guilds in general. You know, not a specific guild, not alliances, just guilds, as they have been made by GREE itself. Now, I am joined by Ruben today, as just his account, unfortunately, because Ruben himself has been retired. So if you don't know who Ruben is, he's been a long time player. He has already been with me for months now. I think it's about almost a year or even longer than a year. That's how you stick together, you know, like a real family. I took over his account because he's taking a break. You know, I don't want to use the word retiring all too easily, I'm sorry. But I don't want to use that word all too quickly, because sometimes people actually do come back after a couple months, and that means that it's just a break, you know. Retiring means that you're not coming back. Just in this game, of course, because it also happens in real life that people do come back after retirement, you know. But yeah, his account looks awesome. I remember when I got this armor for him, the Cerulean Amber Plate Plus, and I just walked away on that video. I'll probably do, when I reach 2300 subscribers, I'll probably do a little special being my best chest opening reactions. And hopefully that video is going to grind some more views and subscribers for me, because I've been gaining a lot of subscribers lately, and I think that is because of Clash Royale, and otherwise I don't even know why it is, because Knights and Dragons hasn't been going up anymore, because the last couple of videos have been watched somewhat decently, except for the last one. Now, guilds. I have some ideas for the guilds, you know. I'm currently not in a guild because I kicked Ruben out a week ago and he hasn't really been playing anymore, so I just decided to take over his account after I asked, of course. And yeah, as you can see already, we have Spirit of the Night, actually a wrecked family guild, and we do know that, he does know it. And yeah, it's not GG Chris, it is all I can say, GG. And we all know that the last revamp the guilds got, in terms of not really a total makeover, but with the Guild Seeker and with the open anyone can join. I think that's about 2 years ago already, maybe even 3. It's all depending. So what I want to talk about right now is some new, fresh ideas that I have for the entire guild, of course. Now, open anyone can join, invite only, and close, we all know what those things mean. Of course, it's just what you see right here. Of course, if it's open, everybody can join instantly. Anyone can join. People have to ask to join, and you can either decline them or accept them. Invite only, you have to give your friend code out, or somebody has to invite you to that guild. And close is nothing. And Ice Fate, for some reason, is closed right now. And yeah, meh, we'll just see why, or I actually don't know. And then we have all, and that's just everything in between and blah blah blah. And then you can also see, like, if you're on the level 100, then you can also just see that, and has room or not, you know, that you can just, it's just very specific right now. And then you can also put yourself on the Guild Seeker list, or not, of course. I'm not going to do that, otherwise people are going to invite me very much so, and I wouldn't like that at all, because it's just, actually I do, I do want some attention. Now I think I'm going to change my name to yeah, that's a good thing. I'm sorry Ruben, but your account is going to change his name for a while, because this is just free advertising right here. Now, some ideas that I have for the entire guild. So let's just start with the very beginning. We all know that back when they started, they were already until level 75 and 40 members. Now, of course, my idea that I'm going to talk to you guys about, I've already talked about before and already said that there will be more competition if we are going to do that. So with that mean, let's just take Dawn of Justice for now. Now, if you want to contact them, be aware that you also need to join them or whatever. Maybe you don't even have to. I mean, you can, but it doesn't really matter. Dawn of Justice. The guilds are up to level 75 and 40 members, as I said, and for the guild bonuses. But the guild bonuses I'll get into later on. What would you think of the idea if guilds went up to level 100 and the members would be 50? Maybe it would be a lot more competition. I do agree with that, but it will also probably maybe be much more fun, because there will be somewhat more people that actually join at the same time. You know, like I said, it's more expensive pretty much. It's going to be more competitors, but you can also just let more people join your fun run, you know. And maybe this isn't a good thing at all, but it's just worth it for me, you know. It's just an idea that I have. Maybe we will even listen once. But yeah, the last big thing we got was Heroic Mode getting a revamp, and that's I think that's about 3 months ago already. And GREE just has to get up again. You know, they have to stand up, get something new out there, and with that I mean something brand new, or maybe something revamped, as I said, with the maybe even the gold revamp. You know, just do as I say in his video. It doesn't really necessarily have to be that way, but the last big new thing that we got is pets, and I wasn't really quite satisfied with that, so they said they need to get out some things more, because Arena has gotten a revamp, Epic Boss has gotten a revamp. Those are still up to date, maybe, but you guys all know. So level 150 members, and also 20 leadership members. So that means that you can get up to 18 or 17 high commanders, or 19 even, if you don't have a gold champion, a gold sentinel. So 17 high commanders, gold champion, gold sentinel, and a gold master, I mean. And then, of course, the rest of that, so the other 30 are commanders. Maybe it would be fun. I mean, I'm just saying, but it all just quite comes together, you know, with the 50 members, the 20 high commanders, gold sentinel, and the rest, and the level 100, you know. But it's also much more in terms of grinding that you would have to do to get there. And maybe they would have to make it more expensive, you know. And with that I mean, maybe even use some gold out of the gold bank to do something to upgrade your gold from level 75 to level 100. Maybe that's an idea, because Eternality is sitting on 1.3 billion gold. And with 1.3 billion, I mean 1.3 with 8 zeros behind it. With 8 zeros in terms of gold. And people are still donating, which I've already said, like, hey, if you do that once more, I'm going to send some very dirty photos to you. And with that I mean not porn, but other stuff that you will gross out from. Now that's out of the way. 50 members, level 100. Also another thing, the bonuses. You know, the bonuses of a guild. They go up to 10%. Why not let them go up to 15%? But this time you would have to pay much more. And with that I mean 250 million, you know, for 11%. 500 million for 12%. Maybe this is going out of my reach, but that means that 15% would be 2.5 billion or something. But then you would actually have to have something to work with, because the raid bosses don't cost jack shit. The Guardians aren't worth jack shit anymore. You know, it's just gold, that's about it. And it's not coming together, you know, I just don't like that. And yeah, now, another thing that I want to be talking about, like I already said, the gold bank. They need new additions, maybe stronger, yeah, how do you say that, gold guardians. Yeah, gold guardians is what we're going to call them. Wait, is that already a gold? It's actually Fire Kingdom. No, we're not going to do it, Prometheus, sorry. But maybe even more Guardians, because there's just the first 5 stages and their bosses. Why not make the Ancient Dragons or other epic bosses Guardians, you know? And make them all have special abilities. With maybe if the one that defeats the Guardian, maybe Ancient Dragon Pyrus or something, because he loved the gold. Maybe let him get the guy that defeats Pyrus gets 1 million gold or something. You know, give some new additions to that, and that's actually quite a good idea now I think about it. But yeah, that was about it for the Guardians. And like I said, the raid bosses, they don't cost jack shit. You know, they are not, because this entire kingdom that you see right here grants much more gold than just your regular stuff that you usually get. This is a complete, almost maxed out kingdom, and that generates about, I believe, 300 to 400k every 12 hours. And that's much more than you just... I think if you just like collect your gold once in this very account and you put it in a guild, then you won't have enough for an entire raid, you know, and that's just around 400k. Then you won't have enough for an entire raid for a max. Oh, maybe that's a little bit... No, I don't even think that's over-exaggerated. I think that's exactly true. If you have 400k, that's about all you need for an entire damn raid. And if you have 1.3 billion and people are still donating, what are you going to do with that money? Because maybe they should also let people withdraw their gold, or actually the guild master give their people some gold back. So if they need it, then the guild master can say like, but nothing more than 10 million, maybe 10 million a week for each. Otherwise, the guild master can just say like, hey, I'm giving myself 500 million, shut up. And 500 million is enough for a damn long time. But that would also change the way that the fusion boosts that you get for donating work. And yeah, it's just, you really need to look out with things that already exist. Because the people exploit everything that they can nowadays. In this entire guild franchise, in this entire game even, people exploit the littlest things. Even if it's just for getting some extra gold, they will exploit it until it's fixed, or until they're banned by GREE or whatever. Now, as I said, with the new bonuses up to 15%, maybe 250 million is a little much, but 100 million is also a little bit much. But on the other hand, everybody would have something to work with then, you know? Because if they upgrade the guilds, then people would actually have something to go by again, you know, in terms of guilds. Because let's just take a look at all of these guilds. Dawn of Justice. Okay, they're not completely maxed. Okay, that was a bad thing. Spirit of the Night, that's Criminal Legacy, are completely maxed. Spirit of the Night is completely maxed. I know that because they are one of my branch guilds. Safe and Sound, completely maxed. You know, and some of these guilds have actually been maxed for 3 years, so they don't have anything to do with the guild anymore. And that's why, if you actually start a brand new guild, you know, you actually do have something to work with for a while, because maxing a guild takes some time if you don't have any alliance, of course. And if you don't want to, if you don't want to do a guild, then help somebody else out, of course. Then just don't be a guild master, and just be a high commander for my ass. Just be a high commander. Who cares? But people in guilds, you know, it's just the same every damn weekend. You just, if you have a top run, then you go for it. But people don't have anything to work with anymore, because every time you just level, you get 25k gold. You get a gem. That's about all you get. Maybe a spider key, maybe an enchanted key if you're lucky. And that's about all that. After level 175, because that's where the armor slots stop pouring in, you don't really have anything to work with anymore to work too. Because we all know that Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, you know, you upgrade your cards and everything is relevant in the game. That's Dragons. You need to buy gems to stay relevant in the game, and that is the most unfortunate thing that there is in a game. That pretty much the armors you use to, I know I'm giving old armors. I'm actually giving out old armors in this episode, but let's say an armor that you used 2 years ago is completely irrelevant now. Let's take Clash Royale. The Witch I think it's about in the game since the beginning of Clash Royale. It's still relevant. People still use it in their decks. And this, I think that it's only collectibles in terms of like getting epics, certain legendaries, certain armors. That's all that there is. There is no real epics. They are completely gone by now, because the First Order actually decided to upgrade their stuff from Epic to Dragonforge and Shadowforge and up, so they are not worth jack shit anymore at all. Maybe other alliances did it too, but that, like I said, they're not worth anything anymore. They're completely gone. Epics, like I said, they were still worth it to just use for strips, but that was the only use for them still. Because I don't see anybody use them anymore. Now Dragonforge are fusible, you can fuse 2 epics, you can get a Dragonforge. Pretty high chance, to be honest, because I've fused 2 in a row. But that's all that there is nowadays. You just don't see anything anymore. It's just, the game, it doesn't work anymore. You know, it's, once you get up to level 100, all you can do is go to level 175. And after that, you're kind of done in terms of working with your levels, you know, because Ruben is level 179 by now, and you know, I can't work anywhere with him anymore, because it just doesn't work. You just don't have anything to just work to. Maybe level 200, you know, because it's a nice number. That's about it. If there actually was a decent something you could get when you reach level 200, such as 500 more lives or something. Oh Jesus, what was that? Oh, my paper, I'm sorry. Then people would actually have something to work with. But like I said, the game, it's kinda getting, yeah, old. It's always the same. Every weekend is the same. We all know what to expect because the data mining is way too easy lately. It's the game, like I said, it's for me personally. If I would recommend Knights of Dragon to somebody, it's to somebody that is completely new to the game. Because as of now, the only thing that I'm working with is pets and jewelry. If I have that maxed, I got everything. You know, I don't even have much Shadowforged, but meh, I don't have anything to work against anymore. There's no challenge in the game after a certain level, and especially after 4 years. Clash of Clans is still a challenge after 4 years. Clash Royale, still a challenge after 4 years. I mean, it doesn't exist for 4 years, but still, you know? And that's how you keep a game good. And this game, I'm not saying it's bad, because it's still quite the game, you know, people still pay for it, but it's just for an armor, and it's the same every weekend. And that's rather unfortunate for games such as Knights of Dragons, because this game has a lot of potential. Unfortunately, GREE doesn't use that potential. No, they only use it for themselves. And honestly, as a company, that's where you go wrong, you know? You don't listen to your people, you don't listen even to your developers pretty much. But we always say GREE fucked up again, but it's Hugo that actually does it, because GREE is just the one that's, I guess it's just a name. It's just a name. GREE or Funzio, it's just a name. Hugo are the actual developers of the game, and they are neglecting this game, and that's the one we should blame. But still, this game, when it started, you know, when the guild came, everything was fun. And now, after pets, honestly, I already can tell you guys, I'm not going to quit Knights of Dragons, but what I'm going to tell you guys right now is something that I have been wanting to say a long time. The game, for me, isn't fun anymore. I'm not willing to take a break, or maybe willing to take a small break, you know, for a weekend, because I didn't do that last weekend. Stupid me, of course, I do know, I do realize, sorry. But I was doing so much against the epic balls or raid balls, you know, 200k, so I wanted to exploit that a little bit. But it's just, the game, like I said, it isn't fun anymore. There's nothing much to just do for me. I mean, even the gems, you know, they used to be worth something for me, but now it's just saving for the next stop run, that's about it. And that's rather unfortunate to say, but it's the entire truth. The game isn't as fun anymore as it used to be. And for newer people, it's still fun, you know, for people that actually challenge others to a duel or something, it's fun. But for me, meh, I don't have anything to work with anymore. I'm looking for series instead of Knights of Dragons on the channel, as you guys might know, because I'm playing Honeypop, I'm playing Clash Royale on the side, and now I see that even the views are going down. Honestly, Clash Royale is going to be a lot better in the near future, I feel. Now, which guilds actually gave me a message already? Beta Centauri, I believe that I do know these guys. Yeah, Alpha Centauri, the sub-guild, and Lord of Legends. Okay, TMOM, EMP. Okay, sorry guys, but meh, it's not really worth it. I don't even want to join somebody right now. But guys, hope you guys got some decent information about my ideas on the guilds. Because, like I said, we need something new. You know, we need something big to be happening in the game. Because people are retiring, people are... I want to say people are dying. That's also true, but people are retiring, goddammit, from the game, and therefore the game is starting to die a little. And I don't know if GREE is seeing it in their pocket or something, or if Fanzio, I don't even give a shit anymore, but I don't know if they're seeing it in their pocket in terms of money, but this used to be one of the best, yeah, like, how do you say this, one of the most profitable games of all time, or of per month at least. You know, they used to be in the top 10 most profitable games. Nowadays, top 50 if they're lucky. And that's how you go down with the game. They are still in top 50, but top 10 and top 50 have a big difference. Guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. As I said before the video, leave a like, subscribe, share, and do all that shit. And I'll hope to see you all again next time.